Well, hello everybody, and today I'm going to be showing you a pretty, basic standard Necron build order for Dawn of War Soulstorm. So I've played a lot of Soulstorm, probably too much, and I really like the Necrons, so I figure why not show people a really good build order. And like this is like more or less the build order opening that you're going to use like almost all the time. It doesn't really have a lot of deviation or anything like that, so I mean, and it's pretty simple, cookie cutter, all that. So let's go ahead and so as you can see, you just find a map. I'm gonna find a pretty straight shot map just to kind of show. Yeah, this one right here. And I'll just have it set to easy for this, just for the sake of showing you guys, how this build order works. So, wonderful loading. So basically, you always start with your builder, and the monolith, and that's really all the Necrons really do need because they only really recruit from the monolith. But so first things first, you have your monolith on your hotkey or whatever. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up with 5 generators, and whether or not you use hotkeys is entirely up to you. And then we're gonna max out on our builders, and then we're gonna get warriors. Now, we don't have the energy for it right now, but eventually we're going to add on a turret. Probably, I don't know, right about here. Just because it gives us a little bit of protection for our base. Although, reasonably, maybe right here. It kind of depends. And the point of this is that we have a really strong, more or less safe start. I mean, there are some, there's some races that we don't do, that we kind of struggle against a little bit. But you can always build a turret first. And build your 5 generators around it. The 5 generators is kind of like the sort of cookie cutter standard, sort of thing that you do. So like the 4th builder that comes out is going to be the one that builds the turret. Granted, you'll be over on some energy, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, we just want that. I don't know. Yeah, right here will do. Perfect. Yeah, and so, like, that's kind of, oh. Yeah, that's basically how you open up with this, and then, you start getting your, yeah, grab a couple points here, because you only need, like, at least 1 to be able to get the 3 Necron warriors. That matters too much. So as you can see, we've got a really good economy going. We're getting everything online that needs to be happening. You guys can just go right here. Sweet. So, yeah, I mean that's all there really is to this opener. And it's just as effective against other players as it is, against the AI. See, our economy looks good. We got a little bit of everything going on here. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good. There we go. Build that. Build that. See, just with some real, basic, simple guidance here. We have a good army going up. And you can usually end once you get your 3rd Necron warrior squad, or if you feel so inclined, you can wait on the Necron Lord and just kind of end with that. At this point, you don't really need much more. You could even probably push out right now. I mean, it's like 3 minutes in. We're just about to hit into tier 1.5, basically. We've got another Necron Warrior Squad and Lord on the way. But you kind of can start to push out a little bit and, just kind of, try and contest some of these spots down here that the enemy might want. So you can move some of your scarabs around. If you feel that you need to, you can, or you can just wait for the third warrior squad and the Lord, and then try to end from there. It really depends. Now, if you might be wondering, okay, so when do I add generators 6 onwards? That's really up to you. Yeah, and here you can see, our enemy tried moving out a little bit, so He's gonna pay for that because warriors are pretty difficult to deal with. So, and yeah, I know it looks like I'm, you know, being super advanced or whatever and using all these hotkeys and whatever, but it's really not. It's really not as impressive as you'd think. So I'm gonna go ahead and get +1 on my warriors. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, this is, you know, it's just about the fundamentals, really. Because, I mean, you know, that's, you know, this is all there is to it. And from there, you just kind of start dominating, you're pushing out, you're doing all this and that. And then, so now that we have our 3rd warrior squad, we're gonna take some, excuse me, where? You guys really like wasting guardian squads. Oh, those are banshees. Okay, whatever. I don't know why an Eldar player would use howling banshees, but okay. Thank you, AI. And that's just it, really. You know, as you can see, everything is going pretty well. Yeah, so these guys I'm gonna put on their own control group. I'm gonna bring them up. I like to just kind of all in at this point. So I'll bring like all but 1. And I think that's fine. Yeah, so I guess this is also like the power of hotkeys. Granted, I use grid keys and I've got the camera mod, so mine are gonna look a little bit different, but not overwhelmingly so. Yeah, and you know, you can be a little bit aggressive with the board. You can bring these guys up and start building turrets. Now whether or not you build the Forbidden Archive immediately or not is also kind of up to you. Sometimes I like to just go to tech up first, but if I'm against something like Space Marines, for example, I'll probably go for the Forbidden Archive, just because the Solar Pulse is really, really, really important. Granted, you know, this is one of those moments where, you know, we can just kind of tower creep on them. Those Necron turrets are really powerful. They can be built anywhere. And Necron Scarabs are durable enough that if you have enough of them, they're not going to stop it. Let alone, you know, get onto the turret. So, like, those Howling Banshees are, you know, wasting their time. See? It's really that simple. We can just go start taking their stuff. Yep, perfect. Sure. Yeah, so, you know, as you can see, this is kind of, really just basic, simple cookie cutter, you know, easy build order. You should add in some Immortals. Usually 1 or 2 squads is all you're ever gonna need for Immortals. They're actually pretty good, especially against vehicles. And they're faster moving than Warriors, so, you know, that's great. So, that's pretty much it, and I almost always do this build order. Now, whether or not I'm gonna all in with the Scarabs or not is entirely different. It really depends on how the match itself is going, if I'm gonna macro or whatever. So, like, if it's a more difficult match and I feel like I'm not making too much progress, I'm probably not gonna try it all in. Like, usually I'm only all inning if I'm either feeling really ahead or if I'm against Tau, only because Necrons are like Necron Scarabs are a quick and dirty way to be able to detect stealth, and once you knock those stealth suits out and take that advantage away from Tau players, especially in the early game, it gets kind of hard for them to come back from that, because the Necron Warrior is really quick, so he could teleport in on that far side on that commander, and you know, he can stick to that commander like glue, and so you take away a lot of their advantages. Like, I've seen some Tau players go for like Kroot as a way to kind of tie up and distract your warriors so that like fire warriors can do their job and not die. And sure, I mean, that's one way to do it, but Tau definitely have it hard against this matchup. But one matchup in particular that's going to be difficult for you is going to be Orcs, just because their early game aggression is bonkers. But let's go ahead and show you that that same build order, we'll go with the same build order on the same map, except for we're gonna do it on insane difficulty, just so I can kind of show you guys that, you know, it still pretty much works. And in fact, we'll even go up against orcs just because they're a little bit tricky. Yeah. So, yeah, orcs are interesting. I don't know if the AI knows how to do their early game aggression properly. And there's a good chance that they don't, which is fine, but yeah, orcs can be tricky. Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Okay, so here we are. We're getting started. I like to try and make sure that this guy's pathing how I want him to. Uh-huh. So yeah, obviously in the first couple moments of the game, you know, there's not really usually a whole lot happening here. Go here. I think I can maybe skip out on the turret here. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I should not. I should get that early, as early as possible. Just because, I don't want to die. That simple. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll probably place it, I don't know, maybe right here. Yeah, I think that works. Just because, big mech aggro is really dumb. Oh, hey, that worked out perfectly. Wait. Yeah, here I don't really need any other scarab to kind of go help out that turret there, that generator, so we'll kind of keep him moving. Keep on keeping on, my man. Okay. So this is gonna be, yeah, you know what? You're gonna go here, or that. Perfect. I think I might delay my Necron Lord, though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna delay my Necron Lord. I don't see any reason why not. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm right-clicking on this, it's because it just kind of queues it up, so I don't waste my money immediately, but it's spending it no matter what. So that's always pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get that built. Yep, this is why we build the turret. Come on. I mean, my Necron warrior could probably beat the shit out of those orcs, but, you know, if they're... I mean, I guess under the cover of the turret, it's okay. So let's go ahead and, evacuate a little bit here. Let's also get another generator, because we're gonna need it. Yeah, so, in a case like this, as you can see, that turret just saved us, big time, so, praise be. We can probably push this, actually. So we're gonna push the issue here. Which is probably a little bit greedy, but, I think it's okay to push the issue. If they're gonna start something, it's gonna be something. Get some more guys on this here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so they backed off for some weird reason. Personally, I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna go ahead and build this other generator, just because I feel like it's okay to do so. Since they've kind of already shown me what they're doing, and I know that they're really committed to their tier 1, I'm feeling a little bit more confident in being particularly aggressive. So, because like orc tier 1, like on their Sluggo boys are really not that good. So we can force them back, and we can force them back, do some damage, clear away some of their points, take what belongs to us. So that's all fine and good. Yeah. We can't really end here, but we can certainly try. I don't really have anything for these workers to do, so idle workers in my case are a-okay. Now, I know I saw those Sluggo boys go, like, this way, I think, but we're gonna go kill these Gretchen. Yeah, so, like, this here, we can take this. Yeah, we can take that out. Cool. 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 Did we get it? Yeah, we did. Cool. Let's go ahead and let's actually go ahead and fight this. Like I said, Slugger Boy is really not that good. Really bad morale. Really easy to break them. Not very durable. Yeah, it looks like they just got a lot of them. Not like. Yeah, actually, I think we might be able to just like pretty much end soon. So we're gonna try and get to tier 2 really quick, because the faster we get immortals, the faster we can end this. Like we're already like really ahead. And I'm being like super greedy, delaying my +1 and everything. So, but then again, I do have that additional. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna back off from that. We're gonna lose a warrior. That's okay. Sometimes you get a warrior back, sometimes you don't. It kind of depends. Yeah, this is a good use of our Necron Lord here. Oh, never mind. So we don't want our warriors fighting that big mech. That's not really a fight that they'll win. So let's go ahead and get our Lord to fight off that big mech. And then we'll have our warriors kind of help push it back. Because if we can keep our that big mech away from our warriors, then we're in a pretty good spot. Perfect. Cool. So let's go ahead and get those immortals, and let's go bring these dudes over. We need some backup here. We need a lot of backup here. But we're about to get our +1, and we've got immortals on the way, so I think we're more or less okay. Our warriors are also pretty good in melee, and they're about to get a huge boost. Like I said, there's not really a whole lot. This orc army doesn't really threaten me too much, but I want these scarabs up here. A little bit sloppy on my end, though, admittedly. I probably could have done a whole lot of things better. Sure. Okay, so we're gonna back off of this. We're gonna go ahead and just uncap some of this stuff, just to kind of mess with them, establish dominance and whatever. Now at this point, the orc army just kind of lost its everything. So, haha. Yeah, but you know, like I said, we're just waiting on those immortals to just kind of hurry on up and get here. They can't. They have nothing else that can defend. They've got nothing. Oh, they just lost their flamethrower too. That's really unlucky. Oh me. Okay, well, you know, this is why turret always. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, we're just, yeah, we'll probably just get another, perfect. Oh, wow, this warrior squad took a lot of damage. But, you know, once again, just playing really safe, just sticking to our hotkeys and everything, not overcommitting, not being ultra greedy. We're just simply sticking to our fundamentals, and this build order will do the rest of everything for us. Now, of course, yeah, I mean, you know, not everything's gonna go perfectly, but that still goes well enough. And I mean, you know, for being a Necron, Necrons usually have pretty poor map presence, so just having map presence, I think, in general, is like a godsend to most people. Yeah, but as you can see, we're just dominating, and I mean, this, like I said, this build order is good against anybody. So this isn't like a super exclusive, you know, super secret, hard to do build order. I think anybody can do this. So yeah, that's really it. I mean, there is really not a whole lot else to this. It's a really good, stable, easy build order. And I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of work on your end that you got to do. You know, you got to know when you can and can't do something, when to push, when not to push, how to defend. There we go. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, sure, it was like 10 minutes, but still, on insane difficulty, that's not bad. And it still does really well against other players. So, I hope that build order, you know, and really the build order is, it's just that opener that you have to remember is those 5 generators, and then, you know, your 4th Scarab is going to build that, that turret, followed by 3 Necron warriors and Lord. And then from there, you have a couple different options. You can't really all in orcs, though, because turrets, so you kind of need immortals, but normally you can just all in. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Go ahead and give that build order a try, and let me know, like, did it help you out? Is it helping you play better, etc., etc.? If you want me to talk more about different, like, build orders or strategies for other races, do let me know as well. I'd be more than happy to teach you guys some Soulstorm and help you guys improve. So I think we'll leave it at that. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.